Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about my burnout story. People think that burnout is caused by doing too much. It's not. Actually, it is caused by doing the wrong things which no longer give you joy or which no longer give you energy. And doing those things for prolonged period of time. That's what causes burnout. At least in my case, that's the story. So I have been working in tech for last 12 years, and research says that like 42% of tech workers are on the high risk of burnout. So I'm one of those 42% now. So today I mainly want to talk about my experience with burnout. Mainly the points that I'm going to talk about today are the signs of burnout, the burnout denial. For me, the main problem was perfection. Then what actually worked, like taking pause, finding the business that actually works for me, and how I feel right now. So, the main symptoms of the burnout for me were depletion and exhaustion. So, mainly like chronic fatigue or no emotions left in me or like no energy to do anything. Anything and everything started feeling exhausting for me. Like some of the activities that used to give me joy before, like looking for design inspiration, going on Mobin app and finding out like different types of new flows and all, they started to give me like I don't want to do that anymore, you know. Then I also used to like trying different things on Figma, but also that started like I don't want to do it anymore. It was that. Yeah. So I started asking basic questions like why do I am doing things? Everything in my company was measured in the terms of output and mainly speed. So like how fast you produce instead of what you produce and why you produce that. And I no longer feel my purpose align with that, and it was no longer giving me joy. I wanted to finish the task because my team were dependent on me, but when I used to go back home, I used to feel completely depleted because of that. Then designing almost stopped giving me joy, and I was doing it for the purpose of like just doing it. I felt lost in my purpose. I wanted to quit my design. Yeah, like I wanted to quit design altogether and never open Figma in my life. My brain and my body didn't want it to do anything. I mainly didn't want it to do anything that leads to my quarterly review. Like if the project has to do, okay, yeah. So my brain and my body did not want it to do anything that is aligned with the quarterly review. Yeah, I think I was almost lost in my job. The daily activities which got affected. Every morning I woke up and I felt like I don't want to do this anymore. There is a pile of tasks in front of me, like taking a metro, going to office, talking with people, like doing my breakfast, cooking for me, like everything started feeling like it's a task and I have to do it and it is not going to give me any type of joy. I did not find I did not feel like I want to talk with people or do anything. Like it was mainly the feeling of anything that I do will not change anything in my life. Then smallest decisions like eating breakfast or even what to cook for dinner. Like that was triggering for me. Like if my husband asked me like what are we going to have for dinner, and that used to be a triggering conversation sometimes. So I just didn't want it to do it anymore. Then there are emotional irregulations. Like I frequently got irritated very quickly, like small changes like something meeting getting cancelled or some meeting popping up without telling me in advance used to I used to feel like the stress that used to come by looking at some people's name in the meeting, like oh my god, I felt like nothing in my work was gonna give me joy, and that was really like I didn't know what to do about it. Yeah. Then I also feel like there were some loss of skills, like for example, my planning abilities. I always considered myself like I was like not even just for the job, like I always like to plan for my trips, where I am going, what I am doing, and I used to do the research for 6 months in advance. But this time I just didn't want it to do it anymore. Like I was looking for accommodations a day before the trip starts, and for a person like me this was completely new. I felt like I have lost my ability to plan anything. Then there were some other like normal symptoms, like the cleaning. I hated cleaning. I couldn't sleep properly, and I couldn't convince myself to do any type of workout. Ah, yeah, that was it. Then after that came the denial, because the main, I think for me, the main problem was perfection, because I was not ready to accept that I have been working for so long period of time and there is some problem in the system itself. I was trying to find the problem within me, like how can I improve myself, what is that routine that is going to give me energy, or what if I go for a massage and like after the massage I feel rejuvenated or something. And even I tried to take like 3 4 days of trips or something. Then I also did was meal prepping. I thought like if I meal prep in advance, my evenings will be clear and I could have more time for myself. But nothing was working out for me, like because I think it was not aligned with my purpose of life. Like the job that I was doing was not giving me any kind of joy, and it was sucking the energy out of me. At least at that point of time I felt like that. So there was no option left. I decided to take a pause. I quit my job. I don't, even right now I don't have any other job. I decided to quit my job. Then what really worked for me, I think what really worked for me was taking break for 2 months. Like 2 months I absolutely forbid myself from thinking about job, like job design, what I want to, if I want to do design, if I want to work in tech, if I want to go somewhere, if I want to find the purpose of my life. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It's not like the thoughts never used to come, but whenever the thought used to come, I used to tell myself, no, we are not thinking about it right now. I gave myself a deadline, like these 2 months are just for me, and just live life. Don't think about the purpose, or don't think about the job or the money that you're going to bring on the table. And thankfully, like I have enough money saved up and I work in France, so my chômage started. Otherwise, I just cannot believe what I would have done at that point of time. Then I went for hiking. Like I started doing the activities which really gave me joy. I went for hiking for mountains in 10 days. Then I started preparing slow breakfast, and after 2 months, like I wanted to open Figma at least, not to work or anything, but just to feel it, that it exists. Then I think I also did very long term thinking about my profession. Now I think I'm very clear that I don't want to work with companies or individuals that measure output, like in the terms of speed. The performance is measured in the terms of sales metrics. I don't want to work with those type of people anymore. And also people who do not understand the importance of tech. Like if you tell them that this is not possible, they just think that I will talk with somebody else and somebody else will say no. So I don't want to do that. Then also the decision of starting my own freelance business and working for people who understand my value and understand the value for my skill. And that has given me, I think that has given me some hope to recover. So yeah. And how I feel right now, I think now at least everything is not clear. It's not like everything is started to be like good again, but at least I feel good. Like I don't feel like emotional exhaustion anymore. Yeah. I think I'm doing better, but it is still like, I think it's just been like 6 months from all of the things, like 6 to 8 months maybe. So I'm gonna still need a lot of time to recover, and I have decided to give that time for myself and just go with the flow. So yeah, this is my story about burnout. If you are going through the same thing and if you are feeling the same problem, please let me know in comments. That would be really helpful. That was the purpose of this video, that if you are feeling burnout, just to make tell you that you are not feeling alone, and there are so many people in the tech world who are feeling the same thing, so you are not alone. Yes, thank you.